Hey, good morning everyone. Can anyone confirm audible or not? So, where we stopped in the
So,
last session? The last session we discussed about our execution flow, right? If you write one Python program to get the output, okay, which command we are going to run? Whenever you run the command in the background, how it's going to compile, who is going to take that compiled code and generate the output, that flow we discussed or not. Okay, let's recap. I want to just write one hello world program. For that, what you need to do, what prerequisites are required for your in your mission. That means environment setup. First, in your mission, Python should install or not. So, did you complete it? Python installation completed or not completed from your end? If not completed, simply go to your python.org, its official website. Go and download Python software and install it. Okay, install Python. If you are facing any issues, just let me know so that we can connect. Once installation is completed, the next step is what? To write the program, I asked you to install one editor. Okay, you can use Notepad also, but I prefer like VS Code editor. Just you can install that VS Code editor too in your machine. Okay. The next thing is like in the VS Code editor, just I want to write one simple hello world program using Python. For that, I created a new file. The file name can be anything. The extension should be either py or Python. Python. After that, in this particular file, based on my requirement, I written some source code. That is okay. Minimum one, maximum any numbers. Okay, if that one also if you not write, that is not a recommended one. So that maximum any number of statements you can write in that particular file. Once you have the source code, to get the output, I asked you to run one command. What is the command to get the output from this particular Python file? Py
mm,
hello.py. Okay, this is one command. The another command is what? Python hello.py. This command also you can run it. Got my point? Agreed, everyone? Once you run this one, okay, if there is no errors, compile time errors and runtime errors, nothing, you can see the output or not. Done. Now my question is, whenever you written the source code, okay, whenever you written the source code, what is the procedure to get the output? The source code get compiled or not? Yes, no. Once my source code compiled, you have the compiled code. Who can understand the compiled code? Python compiled code. Who can understand? Python program. Okay, the program name is like PVM. PVM stands for
Python virtual machine.
Python Virtual Machine. Okay, PVM, Python Virtual Machine. Once my PVM take this compiled Python code, okay, he can understand what is this compiled code and everything, and it helps to my mission, okay, my processor in my mission to generate the output or not in the mission. Yes or no? This is the procedure. Now, in Python, this compilation and everything is in the background, not like Java. In Java, the compiled code, you can see that compiled file, you only run it. But here, not like that. If you want to see the compiled version of your source code, which module is there? You can run one module, okay, one Python module, py hyphen m for module. What is the module name? Py compile. While
Compile.
is the module which file source code you want to see, that particular file you want to add it. Which file source code you want to see, that particular file you need to add it. Now you can see one folder py underscore cache is the folder. Yes or no? Okay, in this particular one file with the extension of PYC or not. PYC stands for Python compiled file. That's
Python
it.
compiled file.
That is the extension. Python file extension .py. Okay, PYC is like a Python compiled file. If you open this Python compiled file, it's not like a human readable. Okay, who can read, who can understand? My Python virtual machine can understand or not. Okay, yesterday we discussed up to here. So, did you practice or not up to here? Simple hello world program are you able to run in your machine or not? Okay, if you not yet done, at least you can complete today. Okay, if you're not yet done, at least you can complete today. Okay, the next topic is like variables. Okay, as part of this variables only, we are going to discuss about the naming convention variables. This concept is not only for Python, this concept is for any programming language. There has some common concepts, variables, functions, oops concept, multi-threading, exception handling. Okay, these all are like common for any programming language. Any programming language. That the reason, don't think like it is like only Python, only the concept, variables concept. Okay, remaining programming languages not having this concept. Don't think like that. This is the concept for common for any programming language. Just think like that. That the reason, if you learn one programming language properly, remaining all you can easily understand. Okay, remaining all programming languages you can easily understand. The difference is like syntax is different. If you want to create a variable in JavaScript, the syntax may be different. Python, that is something different. Java, that is something different. Okay, now let's go with the variables concept. Why we go for variables? Any programming language you can take it, most of the times 99%, okay, 99.9, not 99.9, 100% we are going to work with data only, right? Yes or no? I want to insert the data, I want to update the data, I want to find the sum of 10, 20, that data, what, any program tag it, okay, those are like work with some data only or not? Yes, no? Okay, now if you want to work, for example, okay, I have some data. That data is like a Sachin. Okay, the player name is my data. That player name Sachin, I want to use multiple places. Now I want to use, okay, tomorrow I want to use, day after tomorrow I want to use any item. If you want to use in multiple times, if you want to use in future, what you are going to do usually, that particular item we are going to store somewhere or not, to use for future purpose. Yes or no? In this particular programming languages also, if you want to store, if you want to use some data multiple places, in different places, multiple places means different places. In 10th line I want to use, 20th line I want to use, 100th line I want to use. If you want to use some data in multiple places, then that time you have to store the data somewhere. You can use how many times you want, how many places you want or not. So the question is how you can store the data in any programming language, by using which concept we can store the data. Okay, by using or by creating variables, you can store the data in any programming language. So here come to the Python. Why we go for variables? Very simple answer. Okay, which is used to store some data. That's it. Variables are used for what? Store some data. Okay, once I stored the data, I can use the data in future. I can use that data in the 10th line in my program, 20th line in my program, 100th line in my program, 500th line in my program. I can use the data or not. So if you want to store the data, just you have to create a variable in that particular programming language or not. If it is a JavaScript programming language, store the data in the JavaScript variable. If it is like a Python, store the data in the Python variable. If it is like a Java, store the data in the Java variable or not. So if you want to store Sachin in Python, you have to create a Python variable or not. So how I can create a variable in Python? That is the question. Okay, very simple. The syntax is like what you know, the variable name and the variable value. That's it. The syntax is what? Variable name and the variable value. Here, the value is what? Which data you want me to use in multiple places, that data come under value. So which data you want me to store? Sachin is my data or not? Sachin is my data. So the variable value is there. Before that, you have to go with what? Variable name. What is the variable name? Okay, A you can use, B you can use, any name you can use, but you need to follow some naming conventions. That naming conventions also we can discuss. But any programming language, you are the developer, like Python developer. Don't use like A, B, C, D like that. Okay, this data, you know, na? Okay, it's like a player name or not. Give the proper name. Give the proper name. Now, see why I asked you to keep like a proper name. For example, okay, here just if I write like A, okay, what my A has, what kind of value my A has, by seeing this one, are you able to know? But instead of A, if I use like a player name, if you see this player name, at least you can come to know, at least you can get an idea. This is the variable which is used to store one player name, like that you can come to know or not. That the reason don't use like ABCD like that. Give the proper name which represents your value or not. It tells something about your stored data or not. So that naming convention is very, very important. Don't go with the ABCD like that. Okay, understood everyone? So in Python, if you want to create a variable, how we can create the variable? Variable name and a variable value. That's it. Okay, now variable name is what? Can be anything. Variable value based on your requirement. So my player name is my variable name and Sachin is my variable value or not. This is the way you can create a variable in Python. Okay, in JavaScript and Java also, just for understanding purpose, if you come here JavaScript, just we are going to write like a player name equals to Sachin. If it is like a Java, just we are going to write like a player name is like a Sachin. See, the syntax may be different, the purpose never changed. The purpose is what? To store the Sachin in JavaScript, this is the syntax. To store Sachin in Java, this is the syntax. To store Sachin in Python, okay, this is the syntax or not. The syntax is what? Variable name and variable value. That's it. Okay, now I have multiple questions, you can answer it. Hey, the first question is like, write, okay, create a variable, which is used to store my amount 10,000. Write it now. Create a variable which is used to store my amount 10,000. That amount I want to use in future. I want to use this amount in future. So how we can store this amount? How I can store this amount in Python? If you want to store the data, how we can store? By using which concept? By creating a variable or
variable.
so how we can create the variable? Variable
Amount equal to 10,000.
my amount equals to, simply don't think more, 10,000 or not. Yes or no? Now, how much amount is there? I want to see. If you want to check the amount, you can print it. You can print it like this or not. So let me run this program. Okay, simply create this program. Now, open recent. Which one is ours? 3 2 na? This one only. Yes. Now, can I create one file? What is my file name? Tell me. Variables. Okay. What is my file extension? Come on. What's my file extension? Py or Python. Okay. Now, as per our requirement, what do you want me to do? As per our requirement, what do you want me to do? I want to create one variable which stores 10,000. So how we can create a variable? Variable name. One.
Variable value.
10,000 value or not. In Python, semicolon is mandatory like Java? No, semicolon is not mandatory. In Java, it's a mandatory. How we can print this value in Python? We have one predefined function is there. Print is the one, so you can print like this. Now, can you come here? Done. Now tell me how we can run this. I want to run this program. Okay, you written the source code. I want to run it. How we can run it? Which command? py variables dot py. Now if you come here, you can see the amount or not. Yes or no? This is the way you can create a variable or not. Okay, now everyone? Okay, then. Now, see, I written like this. Will it work or not work? Can I run it? See this. Error messages are very, very important. Why, you know? If you read properly one error message, in future, anytime if you see that message, you should come to know like what exactly the fix is required for that particular error message. That the reason read the error message properly. In future, if you get the same error message, okay, within fraction of seconds, you are going to fix that issue. Okay, now can I click on enter? Now see, you have amount to 10,000. I'm going to print amount, but here it gives me an error. Can you read that error properly? Can you read that error properly? What is that error? See,
Name amount is not defined.
Name amount is not defined. Name amount is not defined. Let me write here. Name amount is not defined. This is which error?
Name
error.
That one also you have to remember. Why am I asking is in future, okay, exception handling one concept is there. That time you can come to know what is this name error exactly. Okay, that's the reason. For now, hold. Okay, name error. Just remember this word. What is this name error? We'll see in future. Name amount is not defined. See, in the name, in this particular statement itself, you can come to know, right? I am looking for amount. I am looking for a capital amount. This amount already defined or not defined. This particular member, this particular name, somewhere defined or not defined in your program. See, print amount. Somewhere this amount defined or not defined? Defined, but here all are like lowercase, but here a is a capital, right? So it is exactly looking for amount only, but a should capital. That kind of name anywhere defined? Before third statement, anywhere defined the name amount a capital? No, right? That the reason you get the error is like what? Name amount is not defined. By seeing this, what you can understand, my Python is like a type strict or not. It's like a, not type strict, sorry. It's like a, okay, case sensitive or not. My Python is like what? Case sensitive or not. Yes or no? Here, lowercase you usually means that lowercase member name only you have to use here or not. So Python is like case sensitive or not. Not only Python, all the programming languages are like what? Case sensitive. Yes or no? Got my point? Got my point? Python is case sensitive or not? Come on. Python is case sensitive. Done. Okay, that's the reason it is looking for amount to a capital, but that name is not defined, so you get the error like this. And one more question. Okay, print location. If I run this, what exactly the error message? Error message. Come on, what exactly the error message?
Name location is not defined.
Name location is not defined. Can we check it? Okay, just run this one. Can I go here? Now, can I run this one? Okay, now how we can run the program? Tell me. How we can run my Python file? Py variables py or not? Okay, whenever you run this one, read it. See, name location is not defined. Name location is not defined. Why this one? We are looking for which name? Come on, we are looking for which name? location. Is that location defined anywhere as like a variable, as like a method, as like a class? This location, is it defined anywhere? No, right?
No.
So I am looking for the location. That location is not defined anywhere. That the reason you get the error is like what? Name location is not defined or not. Agreed? Come on. Okay. Okay, then. The next one is, what is the error? You can get it? I'm looking for what? I'm looking for what?
Location.
Location. Is it defined or not defined? Is it not?
Not defined.
So that you can get the error like this or not. Agreed, everyone? Okay, then. Now, if I write a program like this, okay, here only we can write it. Question is, create two variables, okay, to store 10, 20 values. Find the sum and print the sum. Find the sum and print it. This is my requirement. Create how many variables? Come on, create how many variables? Two variables to store which values? 10, 20, and do what? Find sum and print it or not. Come on, as per requirement. What do you want me to do? How many variables you said?
Two variables.
Two variables. How we can create the first variable? The syntax is what? Variable name. Okay, can be anything, but proper name you can give. Number 1. What is the value you said? 10.
Yeah.
10. This is one variable. Semicolon is mandatory or optional?
Optional.
Optional. Leave it. Next one. Number 2. Next
20.
20. Now what do you have to do?
Print.
You have to print number 1 plus
Number 2.
Done. Now can you come here? Can I run the program? Yes or no? Agreed? Now if I write this one, exact error is what? What is the error? See, first variable created, second variable also created. Here line number 3, I am looking for number 1. Number 1 is there or not there? Name number 1 is there or not there? There. Name number 2 there or not there?
There.
Number 3 is there or not there?
Not there.
Not there. If it is not there, I am looking for one member. That member is not there, then what error you can get it? Name N3 is not defined or not? Yes or no? Name N3 is not defined or not? Now, can you conclude one point? So far, you saw like 3-4 times is not defined error, you get it right. So tell me when you can get this is not defined error. When you can get this is not defined error? Tell me. Is not defined error. Very simple. In Python program, I am looking for one name. That name is not defined. That name is not defined. Okay, then that time you can get this error or not. I am looking for name number 1 defined. I am looking for name number 2 defined. I am looking for name number 3. There are not there? Not there. That's the reason name number 3 is not defined error. You can get it. Okay, come on. Agreed or not? When you can get this error? I already told to you, error messages are very, very important. Now this is the one. Now if I write this program, the error is what? Name number 3 is not
defined.
not. Okay, now my question is sum is equals to n1 plus n2. Okay, my n1 is like 10 and my n2 is like 20. My print of my sum, will it work or not work? Will it work or not work? Otherwise, simply, okay, this one
Works.
not required. Name equals to Sachin. Print to name. That's it. Will it print the name or not print? Simple. It is going to print Sachin, right? What do you think more? It is going to print Sachin or not? Yes or no? It is going to print Sachin. But slight change. Cut this one and place here. Okay. Now it is going to work or not work? It is going to work or not work? Not work. Okay. In JavaScript, it is going to work like a hosting concept is there. In Python, not like that. Now see, you are looking for which member, which name you are looking for. Name. It is not checked the name in the entire file. Okay, before this statement, name is there or not there? Before this statement, how many statements are there? Only one statement, nothing is there. So before this statement, name is there or not there? Come on, before this line, okay, name is there or not there? Not there, right?
Not there.
Not there, right? Okay, after this statement, my name Sachin is there. But before only it is going to check. Before this statement, name is not there. If name is not there, what exactly the error you can get it? Again, name is not defined error, you can get it or not. Agreed? So in Python, we are looking for the names, okay, before that statement. After that statement, if you define also, there is no use, you can get this error or not. Yes or no? Come on. Here, the output is like Sachin. But here, the output is like what? Name error.
Error.
What is the name error? Name error will tell. Name
Name is not defined.
defined or not. Okay, now everyone. Up here, okay? So for good. Okay, then the next one is yeah, will it work or not work? Will it work or not work? Come on. 00 LOC Mumbai, print 00 LOC. Okay, will it work or not work? Now, if you come here, the naming convention wise,
Not
no
works.
variable name starts with the digits. No variable name starts with the digits. Okay, that's the reason it gives me a error. Okay, now if you come here, now see this time what error you get it? Syntax error you are getting. Okay, syntax error. Previous what error you get it? Previous what error? Name error. But here the syntax error is nothing but when you can get the syntax error, tell me at the time of when you can get the syntax error at the time of compilation. If the compilation failed, you can get like what? Syntax errors. If you get the syntax errors, there is no reasons. Okay, nothing. You should have to follow the guidelines. If you ask the question like, hey, 00 location is not the valid, okay, definition, valid name of your variable in Python. If you ask like, why 00 not valid? I don't have any answer. Why? Because this is the syntactical rule. Syntactical rule is nothing but who introduced this language. Those people provided you set of guidelines and rules. You have to follow those rules. There is no reasons for that. Okay, the statement is like no variable starts with a digit. That is the rule. You not follow, no, you break the rule. That's the reason you get the syntax error or not. Understood? Got my point? Agreed. Now, slight change. This zero zeros I am going to keep here. I'm going to keep here those zero zeros. Those zero zeros I'm going to keep here. Tell me, those zero zeros if I keep here, will it work or not work? Will it
Works.
work or not work? Now see, LOC 00, yes, 100% it is going to work. No problem at all. So in the middle, in the last, you can keep digits, but name should not start with a digit. Name should not start with digit. So here the answer is like what? Mumbai or not. Okay, now. Now, full name of Sachin is Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. Now, print full name. Print full name. Will it gives me the proper output or not give? Will it gives me the proper output or not give? No problem.
Error.
You can check it. So can I save this one? Now come here. Okay. Now see, it gives me again the syntax error or not. What is that one? Invalid syntax. You not follow the guideline. Now tell me, what is the guideline here? Do you know that? What is the guideline here?
Should
The
not
variable
contain
name should
space.
not contains the spaces or not. The names, okay, not only variable name, class name, maybe in future method name, maybe those should not contains the spaces, should not contains the spaces. That the reason it is gives me one more error. What is that error? Syntax error only you are getting. Okay, now in that case, if you have this kind of, okay, two names or there, two words are there, then the time instead of go with what I can say space, better to go with underscore. Better to go with underscore. Got my point? Okay, so if you want really the full name, just better go with the full name like this. Full name like this. Now see, will it work or not work? Yes. Instead of full name, okay, instead of underscore, if I go with the hyphen, will it work or not work? Hyphen, will it work or not work? Again, the syntax error. So hyphen supports you or not? Hyphen will support or not support? Come on, will it support or not support? Not support.
No.
So you should have to use underscore only, the special character. Now I'm going to write dollar. Will it work or not work? Full name dollar. Okay, will it work or not work? Now syntax error. So other than underscore, any other special character if you use, you can get the syntax error. So that only one special characters you can use in the name, that is what? Underscore or not. Okay. Agreed everyone? So for good. If you want to use this one, shall I go with underscore? Shall I go with underscore? Valid or invalid? 100% valid. Underscore. Here also you can use like underscore. Yes, you can give like a answer is like what? Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar is my output. Done. The next one. Will it gives me output or not? Will it gives me exact output or not? Will it gives me exact output or not? Come on. Again,
No.
why you know? See, the variable name is like what? It's a reserved word, right? Yesterday we discussed about the reserved words or not. These are already reserved for some functionality. Why you are using for another functionality? It is already reserved. Why you are using? Why you are using? That the reason it gives me again syntax error or not. How? What is the point? Reserved words should not use like a names in Python or not. Tell me the reserved words. Can you recap real quickly the reserved words? What we discussed yesterday's session? Okay. Yesterday's session, what we discussed real quickly tell me the reserved words. Flow control reserved words. If, else, if, next, iteration related. For, while, break if you want to do. You can break it and you can continue or not. Break it and you can continue or not. These are related to what? Tell me, these are related to flow controls. Okay, na? We have a separate discussion is there flow controls. That time, each and every example with this reserved words, we can do it. Next, functions related, tell me. Functions related reserved words. Come on, fast. DEF, define a function, return a function, okay, named function, and
Lambda.
lambda functions, MBDA. Function is not having any statements, just you can pass. Okay, pass also you can. Agreed? Okay, generator functions can contains yield. Okay, this keyword also. Okay, these all are related functions. Next, class related, tell me. Class related. This is my class. Variables related, tell me. Global, non-local. Non-local. Variables related. Global and non-local. Exception handling related, tell me. Try, expect,
Except
finally,
finally
and
rise.
raise. And raise. Yes or no? Modules related, tell me. Import, from,
From
as. Import to from as. Okay. Some of the constants, tell me. False, true, none is the value. None. Some of the operators, tell me. And or not.
not.
Okay, logical. Membership operator, you are the member in the committee. In. You are equal to some other person. Is. Is. Okay. Next. Some of the asynchronous action related.
Await.
Sync, await.
Sync await.
Yes, sync, await. Yes or no? You can easily remember all these things or not. Okay, so whenever you declare a name of the variable of the method, okay, that particular name should not a reserved word. So reserved words we should not use like a names. Reserved words we should not use like names. Understood everyone? So forgot. Up to here, okay? Okay then. Now I want to show you, okay, another environment. So far you executed the programs in Visual Studio Code, na? Yes or no? So here if you want to execute the program, you need Python software in your machine or not. But hey, I don't want to install the Python software. Okay, at this moment in my machine is not supporting. So is there any other way is there to run this kind of programs? Means two ways are there. One is like simply online editors, you can use it. Online editors. Online editors. If you use online editor, no need of Python software in your machine, directly you can execute it at this moment. The next one is like a Google Colab. Google Colab. Okay, these people provided you one notebook to write your Python notes. Colab. Google Colab. Okay, we'll see that. Online editors, see this here. Online editors, if you go to Kalam Schools, our website only, if you go, see here, there has multiple editors are there. Our Python is here. Now you can remove the existing code. Just you can write print to name. Okay. Now name is not defined. You can get the error is like what? Name is not defined or not. Now, if you want Sachin, my name equals to Sachin. Now, if you run this one, you can get the output is like Sachin or not. Now, if you want to find the sum, n1 10, n2 20, my sum equals to n1 plus n2, and my print sum. Now, if you run this, you can get the output is like 30 or not. If I write n3 also, now you can get the output is like n3 is not defined or not. Like this, online editors, not only this one, any online editor you can use to run your Python program or not. If you run here like this, there is no need of Python software in your machine. That is one thing. The next one is like we have in the cloud, Google people provided you Colab. Okay, Google Colab. Colab.research.google.com. This is the website. Just you can go to this website. Okay, go to this website collab.research.google.com. Okay, you can log in with your Gmail account. Already everyone has the Gmail account, right? You can log in with your Gmail account. Once you logged in, okay, now you can see the web page like this. You can see the web page like this. Now if you go to file, okay, here new notebook, open notebook, upload notebook, like this different options you have. I want a new notebook in Drive. That means your code and everything stored in your Drive, means in the cloud, not in the local. Now click on the new notebook. Click on the new notebook. That means they are preparing one notebook for you to write your Python code. Now just wait, it takes some time to prepare the notebook. Yes, my notebook is ready. To this notebook, based on your notes, you can give the name. My notebook name is like Python 03022025. This is my notebook name. Now here, see, start coding. Generate with AI also, AI helper also, you can get it. Start writing the code. Okay, what code? Yeah, as usual, just I'm going to write name. What exactly the output you can get it? See, run here. If you run this, you can get the output is like what? Name is not defined or not. This is the cloud one. Okay, it takes some time. Okay, now see, name is not defined or not. If you want one more, okay, block, you can go with this. See, one more block you can see. N1 is like a 10, N2 is like a 20. My sum equals to N1 plus N2, and print my sum. Now if you run, okay, you can get the helper. Now see, my output is like a 30 or not. Got my point? Agreed with me? Okay, this is like, okay, Google Colab notebook. Now this one is already stored and saved in your Drive. Now if you come, okay, tomorrow and open the Google Colab, now your notebook you can see here Python 0302. I created the notebook. If you open this notebook, whatever you have, whatever you written the code in the notebook, that code is available here or not. Now see this. That yes or no? So this is one more way you can practice. Agreed, everyone? So for good. For these two, Python is required or not required in your mission? Python software not required in your mission. Why? Because this is the online editor. It's the cloud, and this one is like this environment also given by my Google Colab people. That's the reason. This environment also given by Google people. This environment given by different websites like Kalam Schools. So there's no need to install the Python software. Okay, na? So can you try these two also from your end today? Okay, na? So let me share all these notes with you. So go to Kalam Schools, go to notes and full stack Python. Okay, yesterday's notes up to here. Now today's notes is this one. Okay. Now, can anyone confirm? Are you able to see these notes or not? Are you able to see or not? Can anyone confirm? Now, if you download, you can download it. Now, day 1 to till today, the complete notes you can find here. Not. Yes, they're right. Yes or no? Are you able to see? So those programs you can practice. Those programs you can practice. Okay. Download the class programs here. You can download the class programs also. Any questions, anyone? Anyone have any questions? No. Okay then. So Monday onwards, the meeting link is going to change. Okay, if you are interested, okay, you need to pay the fee and you can continue. So tomorrow, as usual, you can join with this link. Okay, if you have any concerns, okay, just go to VTS School website and to this number, just you can admin can contact. Okay, you can contact with the admin. Okay, just you can drop a message if you have any concern related fee or whatever it is. Okay. So Monday onwards, the link is going to change.
Hello,
Yeah.
good morning.
Yeah.
Sir, what is fee amount?
Yeah, can you drop a message? It's like 10K. Okay, if you have any concerns, just drop a message to this number.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, just do WhatsApp instead of calling. Any other questions, anyone? Okay, so on daily basis, we are going to provide you the videos also. Once the class completed, okay, so within 2 hours, you can get the video through Google Drive. You can download, you can keep it with you. Okay, the video recordings also provide. Any questions, anyone? Okay, then today's session video I'm going to upload. Okay, just you can check where you can check, right? Okay, go to VTS School. Okay, here, okay, Python, view the demo sessions. Here you can see our last 3 demo sessions.
Can anyone confirm?
Last 3 demo sessions you can see. I'm going to add today's demo session and tomorrow's demo session. Okay, these videos also I'm going to provide you through Google Drive. Okay then, thank you guys, thanks for joining, bye.